Greetings, seekers. It's Brooke from BrookeReadsTarot.com, joining you from always beautiful Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. This is your tarot outlook for the week beginning Sunday, September 25th, 2002, as we cruise our way into October. All right. There is always the possibility of profanity when I open my mouth, so this video is not intended for young audiences. I'll kindly ask you to like, share, and subscribe on whichever platform you are joining me from. And if you enjoy our time together, please visit BrookeReadsTarot.com to book a session of your own, as well as to see where you can reach me on social media. So I invite you to sit with me and take a little time for yourself as I ask the cards what we need to know for the upcoming week. For those of you that are joining me for the first time, I like to choose cards for past and currently unfolding issues, as well as futures, so that I can see if we have any past or current things unfolding that are influencing the upcoming week. And if you don't feel that anything in this session resonates with you, know that the tarot considers no news to be good news. So stay your course and keep listening to your intuition. But I do hope that you'll stay with me to see if there is something relevant for someone that you love. So get yourself settled and say hello to my guide and doorkeeper, the Big F. Hello, Fergus. I am going to take a few breaths and open the channel. Mother Goddess, Father God, guides, guardians, ancestors, please be with me now as I have need of your knowledge of all things past, present, and future on behalf of those experiencing this transmission in a timely fashion. Please grant that I am the perfect channel. Please grant that I am the perfect receiver. Please grant that I am the perfect interpreter of this information as it shows itself in my cards. Fergus, please open the door to any and all loving, benevolent beings, as well as our own dearly departed, who would like to contribute truthful, accurate, and relevant information to this session. And lastly, please bring me to the level that you need me to be, so that I may serve both the living and the dead. So it is. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to shuffle and cut now 3 times, and I will lay 5 cards for past and currently unfolding, as well as 5 cards for the future upcoming for the week. That is shuffle and cut number 1, and this is shuffle and cut number 2. Wherever it is that you're joining me from today, Seeker, I hope it's a wonderful place and that you're having a great day. And this is my shuffle and cut number 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, 5 cards for past and currently unfolding. Very good. We've got the King of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups, Knave of Swords, the Wheel, and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so influencing this week upcoming, do I recognize anybody from past weeks? No, not really. Looks like we may get a little bit of a clean slate this week. All right, so where do I want to start here? I want to start with this King of Pentacles and this Knave of Swords. Now, when knaves come up for me, and we are not speaking about an actual person, this archetype refers to immature, untested, untried energies in regards to the house that the card represents. In this case, swords are our house of challenges and difficulties, and also the logical, linear, rational part of the mind. You may find yourself stepping into a situation that needs handling, needs resolution, that you may feel is much bigger than yourself. Okay, but the Knave of Swords, even though he has not yet tested his abilities and he has not yet grown into his tools. This is the beginning of this journey of maturity, my darling. Okay, so we acknowledge your beginning. You are prepared for this. Not perfectly prepared, because again, we are just starting. This is untested energy, but the path is there. You're ready to go. Get in. Now, the issue that we may be speaking about, that you will be picking up your sword and your shield, excuse me, to rectify, to improve, may be in regards to your financial house. This King of Pentacles represents ultimate mastery and discipline over your financial and physical sphere. All right. These two cards together suggest to me that it may be time to face some unhelpful money habits that we have. Okay. The King of Pentacles, now kings being masculine type energy. So this will be forward moving, relatively aggressive. The solutions here to this financial path of maturity, material path of maturity that you're going to be on, will not necessarily be feminine feeling solutions. Okay, you may find yourself finding more aggressive ways to make your physical resources work smarter for you, work harder for you. You may find yourself really having to engage in the more difficult, more demanding aspects of your self-discipline in regards to your financial house. But this King energy shows me that you have what it takes. You absolutely have what it takes. And let's come in here with this Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles, again, our house of the material, Eight of Pentacles. This represents the self-employed, the relatively solitary working environment, the self-starters, the ones who prefer to work in a quiet environment with their own thoughts and to work things out for themselves instead of working on a team. Okay, this is also an indicator that you may have a side gig, a superpower, a special hobby that has the potential to spend some money. Okay, or maybe you're examining ways in which you can take greater control over the atmosphere, the conditions under which you make your living. Okay, so I think all of that bodes well for getting a better handle on our financial house. It is going to be a very new beginning. All right, so bear in mind when it comes to the finances, this is not necessarily going to be solutions we're pursuing to a problem that we've been dealing with for a long time. This does not represent the well-worn thoughts and the sort of, loop that we found ourselves in with no solution. That'll be this solution will be striking out. It will feel like a very new undertaking for you. So if it feels like the same old, that's not the direction. Look someplace else. Okay. Now let's come in here with the wheel. I always think it's interesting when we pull the wheel and the seasons are sort of pivoting as we speak. So happy autumn, everybody. But the wheel shows us that there is a time and a place and a season for everything, and that every ending is also a beginning. The wheel also for me represents sort of the roulette wheel, where you put your money on the table and you take your risks just like everyone else. And given what we just talked about, this King of Pentacles energy and this Eight of Pentacles, the solitary working environment, and the impetus to begin on this new journey, the wheel says to me that maybe it's about time you put your money on the table and took a risk on yourself. Have you been settling in your work environment? All right. Do you have bosses that don't feel like they're supporting you or that aren't a part of your team? Do you not want to get up and do it again tomorrow? Are you being overlooked for promotions? Maybe it's time to start blowing your own horn a little bit here and standing up to be noticed for your abilities and your experience. All right, maybe take a risk on yourself. And this Three of Cups, it feels like we've had precious little to celebrate in quite some time. The Three of Cups, this is all about good times with people who love you for the love of you. This is the card of family reunions and class reunions and getting together with the people who want things for you more than you want them for yourself and who just love you and support you. So the energy is good to party a little bit, let your hair down, and catch up with the people who make you feel good every time that you get together. Now, let's come in here for the future of the week beginning September 25th. Those were the overarching past or currently unfolding influences. Let me just... Okay. So I want to come here to the conflict that I see here for this week upcoming. All right. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords to me is exactly what it looks like. This is theft. This is taking what doesn't belong to someone. This is taking what doesn't belong to you, or someone having take from you what doesn't belong to them. Given that this figure is always under the cover of darkness, all right, doing these things at night with his hood pulled over his head, this is theft by manipulation. This is theft by deception. This is not the person or the situation where they are going to beat you over the head and steal your purse. All right. This is someone working on the inside. This is someone using your kindness as a weakness, all of that kind of shit. Who is this asshole? Because I'm pretty sure he showed up in the very recent past readings. All right. Was he here last week? I'm not gonna waste the energy to go look. You'll know if this is a carryover for you. What is this? Where is this theft? Where is this deception? Okay. This Five of Cups would lead me to believe that this is a situation that is going to cause a whole lot of regret. Not just for the person whose stuff is being taken, but the person who is doing the taking. All right? Our heart's greatest desires are never things that we have to achieve by taking it from someone else. That always leads to regret, whether we realize it or not, because it is not an act that feeds the higher self. Whatever it is that we want, if it's something that we envy someone else for, whatever that is, let them have it and achieve it on your own. If you want it bad enough, if it is something that is truly meant for you, it will be something that you can work toward. It will be something that appears in your reality. Free and clear, you will never have to take it from someone else, and so you will never have to regret the ways in which you achieved it. I have a cat scratching at the door. So, what is this? What is this? Keep your eyes and your ears open. Protect your assets. Protect your ideas. Okay? There's no goodness. There's no goodness going on here. Pay attention, all right? Someone is not working in your best interest. Someone is trying to take from you what does not belong to them, okay? And if this is allowed to perpetuate, if you allow this to happen, there will be regret all the way around. Get that handled. Get it knocked off. What else do we have here? Okay, the Two of Wands and the Hanged Man. I feel like these cards have also appeared in the very recent past. And again, when they appear in multiple readings relatively close together, this is carrying over issues. This is carrying over energies. These are things that are still unfolding. These are things that we have not faced, things that we haven't made the time or the effort to get done, okay? This Two of Wands. The opportunities are still there. The potential is still there for travel, expansion, opportunity outside of your local community. This is a card of international travel, international opportunities, and ultimately, wide open horizons, okay? The energy is good there to start moving forward on a new project, all right? Or to start, looking up, raise your eyes a little bit from your mundane happenings, because you may be missing out on the things that are on your horizon, that are trying to present themselves to you, but because your focus isn't there, you're just missing them, okay? And I will double down on that with the Hanged Man. Again, we've been seeing a lot of him lately. This is the voluntary 180-degree change and how we are choosing to look at a situation, think about a situation, and I will say even perhaps how we decide to feel about a situation. The way we have been looking at this is not serving us. We are still beating our head up against that wall. We still have our limiting beliefs and our narrow feelings about this, and it's just not serving us. It's just not serving us. Whatever that issue is, your perception is what is keeping you from getting it resolved. Get creative, turn it upside down on its head. Have the courage to consider someone else's point of view if it comes from someone who is intelligent, whose opinion you have good reason to respect. All right, time to do that. This King of Swords again shows me that this difficulty, this challenge, right? Let's come in here with the Knave of Swords and put these guys together. Whatever this challenge is, whatever this difficulty is, wherever it is that you need to finally exercise the discipline and the mastery of being able to rise to your challenges, or to find the correct place in which your logical mind belongs, all right? This shows me this journey of maturity, all right? You're starting out on this right now, all right, as evidenced by the Knave, but your ultimate conclusion here, and we can, bring the King of Pentacles into this as well, because it may be tied to your house of the material, all right? Maybe this is a fear-based, maybe this is a lack-based outlook that you're struggling with, okay? We're probably headed into a recession here in the United States. Financially, gas has been really expensive. We're worried about heating our homes over the winter, okay? We get that. It may be something a little more personal than this, okay? But this growth of maturity is no fucking joke. It's no fucking joke. So you're going to stand up to your unhelpful practices and the unhelpful ways that your logical mind clouds your judgment. All right. And your success here is a foregone conclusion with this King of Swords energy, who has absolute dominion and absolute discipline over his ability to rise to his challenges and to use successfully his logical, rational mind, okay? And like I said, this may be something considering your house of the material. So use this as a good training exercise. Let's find out what you're made of here in regards to this situation, all right? Your conclusion here is positive. You're standing up to yourself, and that's always a good thing. That's how we get rid of our bad habits. That's how we move away from our limiting beliefs, and that is how we remove the hood from the light that we cast. All right, now I'm going to come in here last, and with this King of Pentacles and King of Swords, let's see if you recognize either of these people as your dearly departed. King of Pentacles will have been a mature male with an autumn birthday. King of Swords will have been a mature male with a winter birthday, and I know who that is for me. Hi, Pop. I love you and I miss you. But that's what I've got for you this week, Seekers, and that seems to be all for now. I give my thanks to everyone who lovingly sat with me today, and may we have the good sense to pay attention to what we have been shown and remember that we are loved and supported. Fergus, please close the door until next time. Please like, share, and subscribe, and visit BrookeReadsTarot.com to book a session of your own. Try to make it a good week, Seeker, and remember, I love you. See you next time.